bit. Just a rap a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too alarming. Let's see here. Vibe out, man. Let's see here. The light. What's up with everybody? Happy Monday, right? Today's Monday. Is it? Today's Monday? Yeah, happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's having a good one today. Out there being productive as hell, making things happen. I'm just in here vibing, man. We're going to talk a little bit about this draft, a few draft narratives. I'm going to play me some little music, man. Just vibe out, man. I'm vibe out a little bit. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? What's going on, Captain Floyd? What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Man, I am good on a Monday, man. Productive Monday. Back in my 4 a.m. mode, getting my vibes on, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing some adjustments to the studio. Got me some new speakers in the studio, man. Yeah. Tired changing, congratulating, you're made me gonna turn to a motherfucking beast. Yeah, you mean. So in here vibing in the studio. Gonna talk about some draft stuff. Dropped the mock draft video that me, DMV, and Rome did. Salute to Cover 3 whole squad in the building. Yeah, man, just I'm good. I'm in good spirit, man. I just got off the phone with my dog Dez. Salute to Dez, and we were talking about this, man. So like here's something crazy, y'all. Hold on, turn this down. Here's something crazy, man. Your boy Tuck now got Dez Bryant getting up at 4 a.m. Man, I didn't turn Dez into 4 a.m. gang. I got my dog Dez getting up at 4 a.m. He was just talking. I was like, he's like, Tuck, man, I feel good. I feel productive. I'm getting stuff done, man. My energy is right. I'm like, see, I told you. Hey, listen, man, you're a world-class athlete, one of the best has ever played the game. I cannot take that away from you. But Jay Tuck knows a little bit. Jay Tuck knows a little bit. And now Dez is 4 a.m. gang with me. So he's getting up. We're doing a little fitness challenge. Me and him got personal one-on-one. And yeah, we're doing good, man. And I think it's great to I would have never in my life, ever in my life, thought that Des Bryant would be someone that I am talking to at 4 a.m., keeping motivated, and we motivating each other, motivating the entire team. So, business is going good. A lot of things we've been working on is going great. Got some major announcements still loading out. But yeah, we're pushing, man. We pushing. Yeah, Des is cool as hell, man. Like, I don't think that's what a lot of people understand about Dez because when you watch Dez, and I grew up watching Dez too. You know what I'm saying? He's all over the wall. I think he's over there. You know what I'm saying? He's in my man cave, like everywhere, right? But we always saw Dez as like hell, fire, brimstone, rah, right? And so that's what a lot of people think when it comes to Dez, that's what he's all about, right? But it's not the case, bro. Like he's very chill. Like Dez is just like me. Honestly, like you and I. You know what I'm saying? Like he does stuff that other athletes don't do. And it's just like it's good because he stays grounded. Like a case in point, when we were at the Super Bowl, y'all, like every kid, every person, every adult that asked for an autograph or a photo with him, we stopped. You know what I'm saying? He stopped and signed everything, took every photo, like we could barely move. You see what I'm saying? But it just shows like he's a very genuine person. And we had stuff to do, right? But he's like, nah, Tuck, like we'll just let him wait. So every kid, there was one kid out there, man, he just wanted to talk ball with Dez, and Dez talked to him about, the wide receiver position for almost like 30, 40 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all know what to do, man. Snipers, if y'all got it, you know what I'm saying? If someone's getting out of control, y'all know what to do. Let me pass you off some ratchets. Hold on, just in case. But yeah, so like Dez is just hella cool, man. Competitive as we all know, but just a very genuine dude, man. He's pushing me to new stuff, and we're pushing each other. Like I got a few deals, offered for me for the channel, and he's like, nah, Tuck, you're not taking that because you're more valuable than that. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm following your lead. So salute to Dez, man, but he is now officially 4 a.m. gang. So yeah, I've been doing some stuff, man. Now I'll say this might where you might want to be disclaimer, right? This is not J Tuck advice, but just is what it is, right? So what am I doing right now? I am playing stakes.us, right? And what is stake? It's an online casino. And my cousin put me on it this past weekend where I had to go to a funeral back home in Wichita. My aunt just passed. So I was in there talking to my cousin. He's like, bro, you play roulette? I was like, yeah, man, I normally go to Vegas. He's like, bro, why do you go? You know what I'm saying? So he put me on Stake US, and I'm sitting here playing online roulette, man. And it's actually fun as hell. You know what I'm saying? Right here. You know what I'm saying? Got my roulette dealer. You know what I'm saying? She can talk to me and all sorts of stuff, you know? See, you know what I'm saying? So she can talk and all sorts of stuff, man. So, you know, so I'm out here playing stake, just vibing, man. But keeping spirits high, bro. You know, I think that's where a lot of people, you know, they let a lot of negativity and stuff kind of impact how they're doing. Nah, I'm working with people I enjoy working with, doing the content that I enjoy doing, and continue to move up. So I want to talk about a few things when it comes to this NFL draft. Y'all shoot questions. Let's talk. Full transparency. You're probably not going to see me interacting a lot on Twitter for a few reasons. All right, let me just go ahead and talk about that and address it. All right, so you guys know, if you follow me long enough since I kind of came in the game, Twitter has always been my domain, right? I call it my hood. It's where I come from, right? So kind of got my feet moving on Twitter, gained my momentum there, built a YouTube channel or whatnot. So I've been about, you know, I've grown my Twitter account over the last 5 years from like 1,000 followers. So I think now we're like at 34, 35,000 or whatnot. But during the course of that journey, all right, when it comes to Twitter, it's been a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of bickering, a lot of toxicity, a lot of fighting. You know, a lot of my content has been stolen, a lot of these different things kind of going on with Twitter. And I just got to the point, like, I think it was like Thursday. I was just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I just don't know, like, if this is where I want to be anymore. It's not the type of environment that I want to be around. It's not the type of content creators that I want to be around. It's not the type of minds that I want to be around anymore. So you're probably not going to see me active on Twitter as much as normal. So if you comment or something like, oh, Tuck, you know, I haven't seen your post on Twitter or whatnot, or you're not responding, I'm not being Hollywood. I'm not being a tool or a D-bag. It's just because I'm not really on it. I don't have Twitter on my phone or anything anymore. So I moved it off. I actually took all social media off my phone. I took Instagram off my phone, TikTok off my phone, Twitter off my phone, Facebook off my phone. Took them all off my phone. Come at the point where like, I don't need them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need social media. Because now I have outlets that kind of just do everything for me. It's like, so I post a YouTube video, it just shoots in my Facebook, you know, Instagram, TikTok, and also my Twitter, right? So I don't need to be on all these apps. Where I really enjoy doing content and football content the most is here on my YouTube channel with this community that I built. And this is where I like to be. This is why I like sometimes just going live, improv, talking to y'all, and kind of just going from there. So it's like, that's where I'm gonna spend a lot of my energy. It's just here on the YouTube channel, not really a lot on social media. So I don't want you guys to think, damn, it's like I messaged you or DM'd you and you ain't respond. What's up? Like, nah, bro, hit me on my YouTube channel. Because what happens is I'll have people ask me 1,000 questions on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok or whatnot. Like, Tuck, what are your thoughts on drafting Tyler Warren? What's your thoughts on drafting Tyler Warren at 12? I think we should draft Tyler Warren on 12. What do you think? And I'm just like, did you watch the film session that I dropped on Tyler Warren? I didn't see that, bro. But so I'm like, bro, if you're not even going to take the time to watch the work that I do, I'm not answering all these questions. You guys saw the Tyler Warren film. I put it out there, right? Let's see here. Yeah, let's get these people about here. All right, so it's like, yeah. So it's like, you know, you guys see the work that I do. So it's like, I don't have time for repetitive ass questions where I took the time to make these videos to explain my thoughts on Tyler Warren, or I go live with you guys or whatnot. So it's like, now I just feel like I'm in a space right now where I've grown a lot. I've accomplished a lot. I don't need extra social media. It's like me going from 34,000 on Twitter to going to 60,000 is not going to do me zero good. I get paid a $20 check. I got $25 from my last Twitter check, right? $22.35, right, from Twitter. And I've done over 9 million views on Twitter in the past month. I can make $20 right here on this roulette table. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. See what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to waste my time on that. So let's get to the draft. And when it comes to the draft, y'all, I'm seeing lazy narratives already. And low key, I don't know. I mean, I expect it, but it's kind of just to me, right? And I think what's happened, right? Draft content is becoming oversaturated, of course, and people are grasping for straws when it comes to content. And you have a lot of people talking about things they really just don't understand. All right. So, what am I getting at? There was, I guess, this video of Tet. What's up, Sin City? What's going on with you, dog? Of Tet saying about film. All right. So, some people sent it to me like, yo, Tet doesn't watch film. T Mac doesn't watch film. We can't draft it. He doesn't care about football or whatever, right? And I get what the video was trying to make him look like. And if you're just a casual football fan or you really don't understand what goes on, it might sound crazy to you, right? It might sound crazy to you. But what a lot of people don't understand is when you're playing the game of football, especially at a college level, you really don't watch a lot of independent film. You see what I'm saying? You really don't watch a lot of independent film at all because you're so busy doing everything else. Like I can think back when I played college, the quarterback, independent film, right? Middle linebacker used to watch a lot of independent film on his own. But besides that, you're not watching a lot of independent film study, right? Because you have practices, you have, team film sessions, like you have all these things that's organized to kind of go around your schedule. You know what I'm saying? And so when people are saying that, he doesn't watch film or it's a red flag, like it's not when you really understand how things work, right? And I didn't put me into the situation. What's up, my dog Rome in the building? What's going on with you, dog? So remember when me, and I'll say his name, Lord Brunson, right? I really got no issues with the dude, just is what it is, right? So you remember when me and Lord Brunson had this whole back and forth, right? And what did he say? I said, I don't watch Eagles games. All right. I watch the film. All right. So he took that, kind of ran with this. Tuck doesn't watch Eagles games. He doesn't know what's going on when it comes to the Eagles, right? But that's not the case. When you do what I do, and this is not what Tet's doing, this is what I'm doing as a content creator, right? When I am breaking down weekly film of our opponents, doing weekly scouting reports, breaking down what we did wrong the past week or whatnot, right? You don't have a lot of time to just casually watch football. Like you don't. Like you just don't. And like the times that I have away from doing this, I'm really not even watching sports. Like March Madness is going on. I don't even know who's in the Final Four. I haven't had a chance to watch it because I got so much going on. And then the one moments I can get away from sports is with my wife, you know what I'm saying, with my kids, you know what I'm saying, with my family. Like I'm not really focusing on sports all the time because this is what I get paid to do. So it's like my break, right? So when it comes to being a college athlete, I'm gonna put my old ass schedule, and this was at a D2 university, so it's probably even as less strenuous as what these D1 athletes go through, right? We woke up at 6:30, right? We had to be at the facility, practice facility for weights like 7, right? We would practice or have weights from 7 to like 7 to like 8:15 or whatever. Okay, cool. Shower at the facility, go to class. Let's say your first class is at 9. You have classes, you have lunch, right? Then probably around 3 o'clock, we would have to be back at the facility. And then we would go into our team film study. So, defense, we would go all defensive line and linebackers. We would go into this room upstairs. We would watch film, let's say from 3:30 to maybe 4, all right? Boom. Then it's 4 o'clock. We go downstairs. Hey, be on the practice field in 10 minutes. We put on our practice gear. We head over to the field. So let's say 4 o'clock to 5:30. All right. Practice is done at 5:30. We would go to the cafeteria around 6, have dinner together as a team. All right. Now, if you were messing up in school being a knucklehead like I was, then you had to go to study hall at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we were in study hall. Okay. Boom. Then you would be done for the day. All right. I wasn't at 8 o'clock or 8:30 going home and popping in my DVD player at the time and studying film. Absolutely not. We just got done doing that at 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, right? So that is just as a Division II player, right? When you're a D1 athlete, you have so many different times and different things to do. It's just like, all right, I don't have time to really study on my own. Now, once again, this is Tech. He is a wide receiver. So there's not really my study hall partner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in study hall. I was in study hall shit for I got out for a semester because my grades got up. So coach let me out of study hall. And then when he let me out of study hall, I started screwing up again. So I had to go back in study hall. You see what I'm saying? So the J Tuck, like I said, y'all see today wasn't J Tuck y'all to see back in college because you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no study habits. So, which was a reason why I kind of cut my playing career short. It wasn't the only reason, but I ended up playing my sophomore year. Long story short, ended up playing my sophomore year, played in four games, okay? And then my junior year, I was supposed to be starting outside linebacker. Well, come to find out, we won the conference championship that year, okay? So my sophomore year, we won the conference championship, okay? But technically, your boy Jay Tuck was ineligible, right? So I was ineligible because there were some classes that I thought I passed, and technically I did not pass those classes. So technically I played that season, those games, being ineligible. So coach kind of just scrubbed me, you know what I'm saying, and kind of wiped me off like I didn't even exist, right? Because if not, those 4 wins would have been voided and we would have lost the conference championship or whatnot. So cool story. So that whole summer, he put me on this regimen about my grades and all summer school and all sorts of shit. Then finally I was like, man, let me go get this money, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying? So I was not a good role model back then, a good person to follow. But I'll say this. So like you don't have time to really do a lot of independent study. So when you watch the video, what did Ted say? I normally watch film with my coaches. With my coaches as we're going through the game plan, bro. I watch film with my coaches. He said that on the video. But then what did people do? They want to run with this narrative that he doesn't watch football or he doesn't care about football. The man has had over 1,400 yards damn near in 2 back-to-back seasons. 1,400 yards in back-to-back season. Tet wasn't a guy who just had one flash in the pan season and then fail. You know what I'm saying? So he like that's what people don't understand. So I see he plays like he loves the game, right? And that's what happens is some people on Saturdays and Sundays, that's when it turns up for them. A lot of the time, the preparation stuff sucks. You know what I'm saying? The preparation shit, when it comes to the game of football, it sucks. And that is for the tryhards, right? The guys who are really trying to make a name for themselves, who don't have that talent. Those are the guys who spend every other, you know what I'm saying, hour upon the hour focusing on the game of football. I don't need to study, if I'm T-Mac, study how to get an advantage over, BYU. I'm 6'5" and run a 4.5, bro. That's my advantage. They have to prepare for me. You see what I'm saying? And one, also, I am a wide receiver. So typically what's going to happen is my quarterback is going to tell me the route I'm supposed to run. Run a corner, run a drag, it's already baked into the concept, right? Also, when I go to the game planning with my coach, It's his job to crunch hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of film to find out how we're going to exploit their defense. That's the coach's job. It's not the wide receiver's job to crunch all these hours of film to find out how we're going to exploit the defense on Saturday. It might be a run. It might be a whole different run philosophy that we're going to implement to beat Colorado, where we're going to need you to block a whole lot more this game. So it's like, that's what people don't understand how it works. And there are examples of numerous people who don't watch a lot of film, but are phenomenal. Michael Vick was one. Like, there's been so many legends. Hell, Pat Mahomes, it was like 3 to 4 years ago when Pat Mahomes was like, I didn't know how to read defenses until recently. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're going to grow. Draft players, young players, they are going to grow. Now, more than likely, when this is Tet's full-time job and you ain't got to worry about calculus and, the English exam and all sorts of different things going on, and your sole job is football, then yes, after you get done with practice, you will probably watch a little bit more film. You see what I'm saying? But bro, like, you got a calculus exam, you got this, you got that, you know what I'm saying? You got Johnny Manziel ain't watched film like that you know what I'm saying? Like, there's tons of players. There are players on the Dallas Cowboys right now who y'all love, and I'm not going to call them out, but I know that they don't watch film like that. You see what I'm saying? And how do I know? Because I told y'all the story. Y'all remember when J. Lou was saying, like, hey, we're not doing what it takes, or whatever he was saying, like, we're not focusing or something like that. J. Lou said it, and then Dak said it, right? So what had happened, and I think I shared y'all this story before, and I verified this, and I talked to actual people, right? When we came off the bye week, the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff said, hey, listen, I know it's a bye week. Enjoy your time off, rest and relax, all right? But we still want to see you guys put in work, all right? So you guys know I have the same software that the NFL players use. I showed it to you guys in numerous live streams, right? Well, in that tool, I can track and see how many people are watching film and how many hours was spent, right? So there was a situation where they came back from the bye week and there was multiple players. I'm talking about not just one guy, not just two guys. I'm talking over 10 who ain't even log into the app. You see what I'm saying? They didn't even log into the app. They didn't even register into the app to even watch film throughout the bye week. You see what I'm saying? Now, I highly doubt if you guys knew some of these people, you wouldn't say they don't love football. Probably what happened was they were taking a break from their job, right? We all have jobs. We all have 9 to 5s. We show up to work. We go to work. We do what's required of us, some of us. But we're not going to be examining our jobs when we get home or on the weekend. Y'all watching YouTube videos, y'all chilling with your family and doing all sorts of stuff. You're not researching the analytics. Like, now, there are a few people who do that. My wife, she is that person. My wife will not put her fucking laptop down and not thinking about work. I don't care where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, laptop out. When we're in Orlando, laptop out. When we go to Aruba, to the beach and all, she's laptop out, focusing on work, right? Now, she loves her job. But for me, I might go live with y'all 1 or 2 times, and that's a dub. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So we all have our getaway from our jobs. And I don't know why in today's society, we act like athletes needing a mental break from their job is a bad thing. We all do it. We all need a mental escape from our jobs. You see what I'm saying? What's up, landlord? My dog, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate the $5 super chat, dog. But we all need escapes from our jobs, right? Our jobs don't define who we are. And I think that people really have to lose that. And it's like, I see the narratives when it comes to this kid, T-Mac, And here's what I'll say. And I was talking to Boss earlier. The weirdest thing about this draft when it comes to the wide receivers, right? T-Mac is hated and criticized for lacking the same things that Luther Burden has, but is viewed as a negative. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the weirdest thing to me, right? So what do we mean by that, Tuck? Let me get this. Oh shit, these fucking All right. So what do I mean by that? All right. So T-Mac, y'all saw the film breakdown. If you haven't watched it, check it out, right? 6'5", highly productive, wingspan, hands made of pillows, big catch radius, contested catches, can run the basic route trees that's needed to be at an X position, all right? Speed, vert, athleticism, right? Now, if you were to say, Tuck, what is your one drawback of why you would be hesitant to draft Mac, all right? If this was a Carolina's Panthers channel, and I say, listen, we need a wide receiver number one, and I have a young quarterback in Bryce Young, I would have hesitations about drafting Mac, all right? I would have hesitations about drafting a lot of these wide receivers, to be honest with you, right? If I needed a pure wide receiver one that's going to be a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or, a CeeDee Lamb, I would kind of be maybe a little skittish on Mac, right? And what do I mean by that? When you watch Mac, and I got to interview him, I got to talk to him after the combine or whatnot, great kid. But when it comes to Mac, God damn it, bro, get this out of here. Yes, you did. All right. So when it comes to Mac, I don't see alpha, right? I don't see alpha takeover. This is my house. I run this. Can't do nothing about it. You can't stop me. I am just that guy, right? I don't see that in Mac. So I understand why some people might say, he's just not for me, right? But this is a Dallas Cowboys channel, right? This is a Dallas Cowboys channel. And this is not a Panthers channel. We don't have them problems. I know CeeDee Lamb, that is number one. That is number one. Clearly, there is nobody in this draft that's even going to come remotely close to CeeDee Lamb. I don't have those problems. What we are looking for is a Robin, a wide receiver two that will keep defensive coordinators up at night. That is Mac for us, right? That is Mac for us, where you have to sit back and say, I got to prepare and watch film. I got to prepare a defensive scheme to stop CeeDee Lamb. But then, oh shit, they got this guy who's 6'5" on the opposite side who might be going against my second best cornerback or my third best cornerback. That's 6'5", run a 4.5, wingspan out the wazoo, can catch any ball you put within the radius. I got a plan for that shit too. Okay, that's a problem. That is why I'm drafting Mac. If we're the Carolina Panthers, I would probably say, all right, cool, But I feel like Mac is being knocked because he's not hell, fire, brimstone, give me the ball, throwing helmets. This is my shit. I run this. He's not that. But then you look at another wide receiver who is that in Luther Burden, and everyone's saying he has an attitude problem. He's selfish. I don't like his mindset. So it's like, what do you want? What do you want? If you want a pure dog, and I've been saying this the entire draft process, if I'm looking for a guy that I know if CeeDee Lamb unfortunately something was to happen, he goes down, that can step up and be wide receiver one and not hesitate and not shy away from it in Dallas and go crazy, it would be Luther Burden. You see what I'm saying? It would be Luther Burden clearly, right? He is that guy to me that I feel like if we had to feature a guy in our offense and make him go, he could go, you know? But that's not what we need right now. We just need a wide receiver too that is a serious threat. And there's no way anybody in any draft community or any scout can sit here and tell me that T-Mac does not fit in Dallas. You can't argue with me. He's not an upgrade. I love him. I like him. I say I like him. I like Jalen Tolbert, but you can't argue with me that Mac is an instant upgrade over Jalen Tolbert. All right. You can't argue with me that he's not an upgrade over Jalen Brooks. You can't argue with me that Mac isn't an upgrade over Ryan Flo. You can't argue with me that he's not an upgrade over Jonathan Mingo. Right? You can't argue with me that he's not even an upgrade over Kevontae Turpin. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I think that a lot of people, I'm not sure what it is. And here's what exactly what it is, right? When it comes to Mac, and we see this every draft season, all right? People just want to go against the tide versus just saying, okay, he's good. You know what I'm saying? So if a lot of people, especially in the Cowboys community, if I like Mac, right? Rome likes Mac, DMV likes Mac, Henny likes Mac, Landlord likes Mac, all right? And let's say Vach likes Mac, right? There are going to be people who be like, I don't like him, right? Because they just want to go against the tide. You see what I'm saying? Which I understand. I've been doing this long enough, right? And so many people want to come after me because that's what they want to get their points off, right? Anyone that I like is like, I don't like him. You know, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't want that because Tuck wants it, right? So, okay, cool. I get it, bro. But I think people are reaching for something not to like when it comes to Mac, and they're just trying to find something, right? So when they got that little video, it was just like, oh, that's it. He doesn't care about football. He doesn't care about football. A man did 1,400, 8 touchdowns. Because like I said, it wasn't just a flash in the pan season at Arizona. He did this last year too. And you can't say, oh, well, Tuck, Arizona was losing a lot this year, and they were in a lot of behind games. That's why, no, he did it last year, and Arizona only had 3 losses, bro. You see what I'm saying? They only had 3 losses, and he was out there putting out work. Bowl games, putting out work. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it, right? But here's what I'll say before we move on from Mac. If people want to be draft guys, right? You know what I'm saying? Or draft girls or whatever, right? I need someone to actually have some cojones, right? I'm working on my Spanish. I'm going to Cabo this summer. I was supposed to be going to Spain, but the wife texted me this morning, said she don't want to be on a plane for 13, 14 hours. So we're just going to go to Cabo instead. So we're going to Cabo this summer, right? So I need somebody in the draft community with cojones to say that guy and Ted McMillan, don't like him. He is going to be a bust. And stand on it. Stand on it, bro. Just stand on it. Stand on it, sis. If you're saying he can't separate, you're saying he has limited route running ability, and he has, you know what I'm saying, and he doesn't care about football, and he doesn't watch film, then say, listen, I am completely out on Ted, and move on. Yeah, lost in translation. They are hedging their bets. They are hedging. Why not just say, I'm out on the kid? Oh no, wait, no. Oh. I mean, I'm not out on him. I'm not out on him. But I'm just you're hedging, right? And I've seen this play before, right? A lot of people had created so many narratives about Quentin Johnston, right? And yes, Quentin Johnston does have some focus drops, right? He does have some lapses. He had it. Remember, CeeDee Lamb had some focus drops. It just happens with some wide receivers, right? But when he had, what, 850 yards this year and 8 touchdowns, nobody wants to give Q any credit for taking a leap in year 2. Because so many people have anchored in on their biases versus Q, they can't say, well, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did improve. He did improve under Harbaugh, right? But it's like, oh, Tuck, he only had 860 something yards and 8 touchdowns. Only. Only. You know what I'm saying? We act like that's just some eh. You know what I'm saying? We act like that's just some eh. We would have killed for that in Dallas. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that is what's happening when it comes to, I think, just T-Mac. That people are afraid to really just say it and be out on them. So they're dancing. They're dancing around it because they. So then, let's say he gets off to a slow start in his NFL career. See, this is why I was out on him. This is why I was out on him. Right? This is why I was right, right? I was right. I told everybody I was out on him. No. Stand on it, bro. You don't get to hedge. You don't get to hedge and then just pop up and say, nah. So, me personally, because I saw someone comment this, and honestly, I didn't know what was going on, but it was like, oh, we don't need to draft Mac because he doesn't care about football. I seen the video. The problem is with a lot of people. What's going on, sis? What's up, Sadiqa? The problem is when it comes to draft stuff, right? And this is from a guy who's just being a wizard, right? I'm not saying I'm the best of the best, but you guys have seen my resume, all right? When it comes to draft stuff, a lot of people let outside noise pollute their thought process. And it's almost like Magneto. You remember when Magneto in X-Men, right? When Xavier was trying to like get into his head and he point. You gotta wear your metal hat sometimes, y'all, because people will try to poke at you and get into your head to sway you. And the problem is with me, I don't move. Only thing that moves me is the film. That's it. That's the only thing that moves me is the film. That's it. So if you say, okay, Matt can't separate, all right, cool. Well, I hear what you're saying, but the film is telling me otherwise. So can you go through 10 plays of showing me where Matt could not separate and this caused the incompletion? Or are you just going to tell me he can't separate because you heard another guy say he can't separate, that heard it from another guy that said he can't separate, that watched another show that said he can't separate, and watched this for the... Show it to me. Show it to me. You know? Film don't lie, bro. Exactly. The eye in the sky does not lie. It doesn't. And I know that is the problem. That is the problem because in order to get the film in the sky and really watch it, you have to put in the work. You have to be able to put in the work, but it's like you can't tell me he can't separate where I did a film session of 16 clips of him separating. When I pulled up his actual separation targets, I can pull it up right now. While I'm talking to you guys and playing roulette, I can pull up his separation targets. Let me see. It was right now. Hold on. Show you guys how quick we can get to the bottom of these things right here. See, Arizona, bang. Where is he? Arizona. All right, so no, not the Sun Devils. Hold on, let me get to it. Hold on, 1 second here. Wildcats, there we go. Hold on. My computer's spinning. Probably got this roulette up. Let's see here. Speaking of Arizona, they got a real good corner who I liked in Davis, Tacario Davis. He's like 6'5", but I think he went back to school. See, where are you, Tat? Tat. His text number. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Let me find it right here for you guys. We'll look at it. Pat McMillan, and he is number 4. Harrison the Wildcat, number 4. Tatario McMillan. All right, bang. All right, cool. So let's see Matthew Golden. He's the hot one everyone's talking about. All right. Golden. Matthew Golden, Texas. All right. So when it comes to Tet, right? Tet average 2.4 yards of separation on the catch. Matthew Golden average 2.7. This is not Jay Tuck just being a fanboy or whatnot. This is all right there. All right, that's Tet on the left. That's Matthew Golden on the right. All right, so 0.3 difference at the catch point. Separation, target separation, 3.3, 3.7. All right, so if it's how can that be a major difference between the two? All right, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like there is different things that goes into play where it comes to these wide receivers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I see the narratives, but the film doesn't match it, right? I can pull up all the routes that he runs. So let's see here. Routes run. I think I did this in the video. So go check that video as well. So yeah, I can show you all the routes that he's ran. Boom, that's right there. Okay. Separation. Like all of that, right? Targets per separation. So all of this is right here in the data. But I don't go just off the data, right? I also go off the film. And so I just feel like people aren't doing enough work, and people who have platforms are just saying what's being regurgitated and they're just saying whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like a game of telephone, right? And what's happening is people are getting bad information out there. Now, I'm not saying I'm the end all be all. Absolutely not, right? But what I'm saying is if you guys feel like, yo, hey, Jason, appreciate the super chat, my guy. My main concern, bro, is missing a true game changer at running back. Draft Amari and Hampton at 12. If Genty is gone, and get the bell cow and then take a wide receiver later. Dak plays better with their beast running back. Yeah, I'm not, appreciate the $20 super chat, bro. I am not opposed to that. I get what you're saying. But if you watch the mock draft that we did, right? You know, here's what I'll ask you. If you let's take Amari Hampton, which I know I love Amari Hampton. So let's say if you would you rather have Amari Hampton and Jalen Royals, okay? Or would you rather have Mac and Quinshon Judkins like we did in the draft, or Travion Henderson or Caleb Johnson? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like the fall off between wide receivers is more drastic at wide receiver than it is with running back, right? And as much as I love Amari and Hampton, let's say we don't get Amari and Hampton because we took Mac, right? But if we turn around like we did in our mock the other night and got Judkins, I'm not losing no sleep, y'all. I'm sleeping good. You know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping good. You know, yeah, so Mac and Johnson, or I'm trying to think of another combination, right? You could go, let's say Amari and Hampton. I would say Isaiah Bond, but we don't do speed guys. Let's say Jaden Higgins. You see what I'm saying? Or some of you guys mentioned Savion Williams. Like we went Hampton and Savion Williams versus T-Mac and let's just say Judkins. See what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. That is why I've been saying I would personally pull the string on wide receiver first, because with running back, it's just so damn deep, y'all. Like the running back class is so deep. I mean, there are so many guys that I need to really stop. So like Case's point, right? Look at someone like Jadon Blue, right? Out of Texas. I mean, you can probably get Jadon Blue maybe day 3. Or someone like Jordan James or Marcus Yance. Now, are they the instant, oh my God, impact. There'll probably be a guy that can kind of work out themselves rotationally. But I mean, it can definitely happen. You got, Kyle Monaghy. I'm not really a fan of Taj Brooks like that and Ollie Gordon. We have Brashard Smith, right? Brashard Smith. My guy Devin Neal, right? So Devin Neal, DJ Giddens, like, so there's so many running backs, like Quinn Allen, RJ Harvey, like, so there are guys you could get outside of that main 2 to 3. But I feel like when wide receiver, you go Mac, you probably go gold. For me, as far as my ratings go, all right, here's how I'm rating it for me. And I haven't really got deep into it, but we'll get there by the end of the draft season, right? We're gearing up at the end of the month, right? I still got Luther Burden as my wide receiver number one. I still do. I still do. I just still do. I still just feel it. There's something about this kid where I just feel it. You know what I'm saying? And here's the tricky part. Luther Burden might ended up being the best wide receiver, quote unquote, in this draft production wise, because he might go to the best situation. He might go to the best situation where he might mess around and fall and go to Kansas City or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel like Luther Burden is my wide receiver one, and then Mac. But I like Mac, y'all. I really like Mac. It's gonna be hard for me to put him over it. But I like dogs. I like dogs. I like attitude. I like toughness. I like spark. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Andre, or let's see here. I saw a not super chat, but so Andrew Mudka, Texas safety. So yeah, I like him. The question that I have when it comes to him, to be fully transparent, is from the Cowboys standpoint. I know that they just signed Wanye and Marquise Bell. You still have Malik Hooker. You still have Donovan Wilson for wherever you want to take that for us, right? So how quickly do they pull, or will they pull a safety? And just knowing the Cowboys and knowing how the Cowboys are, they just don't draft safeties at all. So I personally, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, hell, I would take Ryan Watts. You know what I'm saying? I love Ryan Watts out of Notre Dame, right? But would they pull the trigger on him? I wouldn't pencil it in. I really wouldn't pencil it in. I feel like after they brought Bell back and Wanye back, they're going to feel like they already have their safety unit, to be honest with you. Yeah, Luther Burton didn't have a quarterback in Mizzou. Ain't nobody, as much as Dak Prescott fans or Dak Prescott people, you know what I'm saying, talk about, getting a quarterback, whatnot. Ain't nobody talking about Brady Cook. Ain't nobody talking about Brady Cook like that. Right. And Tet really didn't have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Tet really didn't have a quarterback at all. And he's putting up 1,300, 1,400. So when you look at what Tet did, all right, so let's compare him to Golden. All right. So one, he was targeted more than Golden. All right. So targeted more than Golden. His average depth per target was 13 yards. So he's more down the field. 8 touchdowns. Now he did have 7 drops. So he has a higher drop rate. 29 missed tackles, which was, let's see, that's like what tied for second behind Luther Burden. So that rate. Let's see here. What else? 430 yards after catch. So looking at the yak percentage. You see here, 18 out of 30 contested targets, he caught 18 of those. Played out wide 78% of the time. So predominantly it's going to be your outside wide receiver, though he plays slot 21%, right? So you get that aspect. So yeah. Catch percentage, of course, clean the drops up a little bit, but he was heavily targeted, and he played 12 games because they didn't go to any playoffs, right? Now, you look at what Luther Burden did, 81 targets. So Luther Burden had 81 targets. Golden had 83. Emeka had 106. Mac had 130. Trey Harris 76. Alec had 109. Jaden Higgins 129. Right. So with that, Luther Burden had what 676 this year for yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 drops, 30 missed tackles, 114 QBR when targeted, and then he averaged 6.1 yards a yak. Yeah, so I mean, like him. As a defensive coordinator, I would not want to game plan for Lamb and Mack. Exactly. I would lose sleep. And then toss in a run game with that. So imagine having a game plan for CeeDee Lamb, which is already a job in itself, T-Mac, Quinshon Judkins, and then a Jake Ferguson. Yeah, you got some decisions to make, coach. You got some decisions to make, coach. What you gonna do? You gonna roll coverage over to CeeDee Lamb and give Mac one-on-one coverage on the outside all day? With that 6'5" frame? With that massive wingspan? With that contested catch rate? You sure you want to do that? All right. Well, maybe you want to do what everybody did to the Dallas Cowboys last year and just rush 4 and drop 7, right? That way you can have the numbers game and the passing game. Cool. You want to have light boxes versus Quinshon Judkins? You want to do that? You really want to have light boxes with Quinshon? All right, coach. All right, okay. Someone who is 5'11", 221, solid as a rock, runs a 4.4, average 5.5 yards per average, 14 touchdowns in college football, 587 yards after contact, and that was as a rotational running back. You want to do that? Cool. All right, cool. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? Have at it. So how do you scheme defensively for CeeDee Lamb, Mac, Judkins, Devontae Turpin, and Jake Ferguson? I think that's the conversation, right? And I think that's what team weapons is what we're really trying to get our offense to being back to, right? I think our defense will be all right. You know, I'm not really concerned about the defense, but our offense, y'all, it's not what it needs to be. It's not. It's not even remotely close. We need some help offensively. And I know a lot of people say, well, Tug, give him a chance. Here's the crazy part, right? Let's say the Dallas Cowboys draft Mac, all right, at 12. Cool. We draft Mac at 12. And let's say all these things are true. He can't separate. He can't do this. He doesn't care about football. Okay, whatnot. All right, okay, cool, right? We drafted players a lot earlier who have been a much bigger bust. Okay, that's cool, right? Well, I guarantee you, if you bring Mac into the building, I guarantee you Jonathan Mingo's going to step his shit up. I guarantee you Jalen Tobers is going to step his shit up. And I guarantee you Brooks and everybody else is going to step their shit up. Just like that. And if Mingo beats Mac, okay, cool. We do run 3 wide receiver sets, you know. But why are people so shying away from competition in Dallas? I hate when our fan base does that. They're like, oh, we don't need to draft another wide receiver. Give Mingo a chance. Give who a chance? In football as grown men? Just give them a chance? Keep them safe? No. You bring in the best of the best and let the winners sort it all out. Sort it all out. Yeah, do you guys know Attack on Cowboys? Yeah, we do. What's up, Mike? What's up, my dog? You still like Caleb Johnson, running back? I know he didn't run good 40-yard dash. Yeah. I knew Caleb Johnson wasn't going to be a tester. He never looked tester to me, but he's a gamer, right? He's a gamer. And some people are just football players, right? I got you guys follow my draft content and know. Um, um, you guys follow my draft content. I'm trying to figure out what West Coast he got punked by West Coast on his own show. Well, it happens. Definitely another wide receiver. Me personally, I don't get too caught up in the combine, y'all. I don't. It's cool. It's fun to watch. And yes, you can earn some money. Matthew Golden has earned some money by running that 4.2, right? But there's more to it than just the combine. And I feel like people get so caught up in these combine things where it's like, I need to see the football. I have to see the football, you know? And I'll say this, like, Caleb Johnson, I mean, shit, let's go back to Caleb Johnson over here, right? And the film, and crazy thing, all these players, there's film sessions on the channel, y'all. So Caleb Johnson, Amari Hampton, Devin Neal, Quinshawn Judkins, hell. Like crazy thing, only player running back, Cam Scatterbo, DJ Gittins. Who else did I do? The only person I really ain't do was RJ Harvey. Only player I didn't do, I didn't do Genty film. Because it wasn't really like, you know what I'm saying? So that let's see here. So yeah, all the film sessions are on the channel, so definitely check those out, right? But also, I gotta tell you guys, don't just watch my film and form your opinion. Go watch some other film. Mute me, right? Mute me. Watch the film, put me on mute if you have to, and form your own opinions. I don't want you guys to be like, oh, well, I like Hampton because Tuck likes Hampton, and Tuck is kind of always right, or usually right? No, I want you guys to watch the film, put me on mute, turn on the music, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do to get in your vibe and watch it for yourself. Like, I never wanted this community to be a bunch of minions where everyone just thinks like me. Like, hell no, bro. Like, if I put Hampton the film out there and you say, you know what, Tuck, it ain't looked that appealing to me, then that's your opinion. Go with it. You see what I'm saying? But form your own opinion, right? I am who I am today. And I built what I'm able to build today because I was on the other side of the fence, just like you guys, right? And I remember even going back to the 2016 draft, right? Dak Prescott. I was Dak Prescott. I was on Facebook at the time. Dak Prescott. They're like, oh, absolutely not. Dak. I was like, but I've seen what Dak is able to do at Mississippi State, right? So if you listen to all the big names and the media people out there, I was just like, you know what? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling it, right? So that's how I was able to hit on Dak Prescott, where I commented NFL Network and was like, Dak Prescott, proven leader, hard worker, right? Because I saw Dak Prescott at the Senior Bowl as well. Who do you personally want at pick 12? Well, realistically, if I had my chance to get someone at pick 12 and I would lose zero sleep at it, it would be Amari Hampton for me. That would be my pick 12 where I pick Amari Hampton and I'm lose zero sleep. Right? Or Genty, either or, right? But Amari Hampton, that would be my pick where it's just like, all right, cool. We got him. I ain't got to worry about shit else. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We're good. All right, cool. You know, put him on the field. He's the best running back we've had since prime Ezekiel Elliott. Cool. Right. Check that box, right? So for me to be Amari Hampton, honestly, like looking at my board now, this could change, right? So don't bookmark this, right? I feel like my board is going to have Travis Hunter is my number one prospect. I know some people might disagree and say Abdul Carter or Genty. Travis Hunter is my number one prospect. It just is what it is, right? I trust me on this, right? It's just this is my guy, right? He's my number one. After that, I'm going Genty, possibly. Yeah, Genty, Carter. Then I'm probably going to have Hampton right after Abdul Carter, to be honest with you guys. And then I like Cam Ward. I like Cam Ward a lot. Unfortunately, just went to the wrong school. Cam Ward, you know what I'm saying? So going from there. But as of right now, that's how things currently stand. That is how high I am on Amari Hampton. He doesn't have a first round grade. He has a top 10 grade, for me, to be honest with you. Are you putting Hunter at receiver or corner? Funny you asked that, right? Because someone asked me that in the comments of my last video. Like, yo, Tuck, you should make a video of, Hunter, the corner versus the wide receiver and do a film session. I have that cut up. I had it cut up, and that was going to be my very, 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 very first draft video I dropped. And it was queued up and ready to go. Because at that time, the Dallas Cowboys were picking in the top 5. There were actually 4 at the time. But then what happened? We went to Washington and wanted to be a goddamn superhero. Then we wanted to beat the Tampa Bay Bucks. So I scrapped the video. But I still probably gonna drop that for Giants fans, I guess now, for Travis Hunter. Because the kid is amazing, y'all. And honestly, spoiler alert, when I was going through the film between him as a wide receiver and corner, he's amazing at both. He is really good at both, y'all. It's hard to do. Now, looking at the teams that's going to draft him, I would probably pin him as a corner primarily, wide receiver on occasions. You know what I'm saying? Wide receiver on occasions, corner. Because if I'm the Giants, he's going to be wide receiver to the Neighbors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that's Neighbors' team. Like, it's Neighbors' team, right? But I feel like you add him to your cornerback room, he's good. Patriots, you got, they signed Diggs, right? So I feel like he's going to be more of a value to these teams at corner and do wide receiver on occasions versus being primarily wide receiver and then playing corner. Because the whole idea in his head that he's going to be playing like he did at the college level, that's not going to happen. He's going to be too much of a valuable asset to burn him out like that, to play him valuable reps on both sides of the ball. So if he goes to Jacksonville, right, they got Brian Thomas. They have wide receivers, so he's more value corner. So I feel like the teams that's going to draft him, his is going to be more valuable at the cornerback position than wide receiver. But the kid's amazing, y'all. Like I watched this kid since high. I mean, you guys know because he got stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? He got stolen from me because this kid was supposed to have been a Seminole, right? So I've been watching this kid since high school. He is that good, y'all. He is that freaking good. He is by far one of the best college players I ever seen. And this is coming from a guy who did watch Deion Sanders coming up. That's how good Travis Hunter is. I don't know. It's like there's two people athletically from a sports standpoint that I just can't explain what I'm seeing because it doesn't make sense, right? One is Steph Curry. Steph Curry is just something I still don't understand. Like, what the hell am I seeing? Like, I just can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen shooters. We've seen the Reggie Millers. We've seen, I don't want to say Steve Kerr, but like Mark Price and, all those guys who were like just marksman, deadly shooters, right? But we have never seen anything remotely close to Steph Curry. Like, it's just, I still don't get it. Like, someone who can really walk across half court and he's in range and have the confidence to take that shot. And he's not just taking bad shots, he's knocking them shits down throughout the course of his career. Like, I played basketball coming up my entire life. Like, I never just seen something like that, right? So Steph Curry's one. And now it is Travis Hunter, right? When I sit back and watch Travis Hunter on Saturdays, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get, how is he doing this? How is he going for 2 touchdowns on one side of the ball, but then locking up someone's best wide receiver and getting the game-changing interception or a pick? Like, I don't know. I don't know, right? So Travis Hunter is special. He's He just truly is. And again, even as a Florida State fan, I thought I was going to get him as a Dallas Cowboy fan, and nope, Micah Parsons took that from me. So that's not happening. Let's see here. Let's see here. Why all of a sudden are these guys mocking a tight end to us at 12? I think when it comes to tight ends, because it's Tyler Warren, and if you watch the film breakdown, if you take that label off of Tyler Warren, he's just a weapon, right? He's just a pure weapon, and he'll make life easier on our offense, right? Now, like I said in the film study, it was only a 1-year boom from Tyler Warren. So was it Coach Andy Kay that really did that, or was it Tyler Warren? Because they used him to max capacity. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, fullback, you name it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is the reason why he's being mocked to us. But knowing the Cowboys, knowing their ego, they got Ferg, right? They got Schoonmaker. They got Spanford and and John Stevens. They're gonna feel like they're okay at tight end, right? But Tyler Warren's just a weapon. Tyler Warren's a weapon. If you let him get to the wrong team, it might be scary, right? Me and Rome and DMV were talking about that. We're doing cover 3. Today's Monday, right? Cover 3 on Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Wednesday this week. So Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, we're doing cover 3. But yeah, he's a weapon that just makes life easier. He just makes life easier on everybody. So let's see here. So that's probably why. But here's the thing, right? I feel like a lot of people are trying to guess what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do at 12, right? And honestly, guys, this year I'm not doing that, right? Because I have no idea what the hell our team is doing. I don't know our coaching staff. I don't know the direction. I don't know any of that. So a lot of people are like, Tuck, who we taking at 12? I don't know. I have no clue. What Lil Uzi say? Yeah, it's only my 3rd day. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who has the controller anymore. Like when it came to Mike McCarthy, I knew what Mike McCarthy liked, right? When it came to Dan Quinn, I knew what Dan Quinn liked. I don't know what Eberflus is going to do. More than likely, it's going to probably be a Will McClay pick. So it opens up Pandora's box. And I think that's why Cowboys fans are a little antsy when it comes to this draft, because it's fully open. But I don't know who has the controller in their hands right now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, let's say if Brian Schottenheimer wants Amari Hampton, he wants a powerful running back, but Jerry wants a cornerback, it's probably going to be what Jerry wants, right? So we could play the game where look at contracts next year and see who has a big contract that they can get out of. But we'll see from there. Let's see here. Tuck, what's up? Question Zach Zabranowski, maybe a 7th round. You heard he won the Heisman for a double 2A years in a row. So he went to Central Missouri, right? Did he go to Central Missouri? Did he play for Central Missouri? So fun story, right? So going back to that whole Tuck story about me being ineligible, right? And us win the conference championship. So technically, we tied with Central Missouri. So Central Missouri is a dominant football. So I played against Central Missouri, right? So we tied with them. And like I said, if they would have found out that I was out there running around making tackles and shit, being ineligible, then we would have lost them games. You see what I'm saying? So it's Central Missouri. For D2, he'll probably be an undrafted guy. I can see Walter Nolan. That's what I'm saying. It opens up Pandora's box. It could be offensive tackle, right? It could be. I don't think that they would. I know people ask, are they going to be out on Tyler Guyton? I don't think they're going to be out on Tyler Guyton this early. I think they're going to give Tyler Guyton a chance. And honestly, I'm telling you guys right now, don't give up on Tyler Guyton. Don't give up on Tyler Guyton. I know he didn't have the best season last year, but a lot of it wasn't really his fault. They really put him in a shitty situation. You know what I'm saying? They really put this kid in a shitty situation. Oh, they switching out. Oh, see what I'm saying? My state girls got me a new dealer. You know what I'm saying? Got me a new dealer right here. Let's see if we can win some money. Hold up. Bang. Give me some luck. You know what I'm saying? But don't be out on Tyler Guyton, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out on Tyler Guyton. I think having an opportunity to really train at left tackle, spend the entire offseason focusing on left tackle, working with Big Duke, getting stronger, working on technique, focusing on what you messed up on last year. I think Tyler Guyton's going to take a leap. And I feel like what happened was they put him in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Clayton Adams and Connor Riley. Split the 17 and the 20. So crazy, right? So a lot of people don't understand. Like, I'll talk to y'all, right? I gamble, but the way that I gamble is completely nerdy as fuck, right? And a lot of people don't understand that. So I do what's called the Fibonacci retracement. So it's like a number system, right? So you do like 1, 1, and then every number you go up, right, you bet the two numbers of units that would be 4, right? So the Fibonacci retracement is like if you do that on the Fibonacci dozens. So if I just pick like the third 12, right, I would have to lose almost 17 times in a row in order to fully cash out my bankroll, right? So I can sit there and play Fibonacci dozens all freaking day. And as long as I'm not having a shitty day, like, because sometimes I've even built my bankrolls like 20 times in a row, right? And I've gotten in Vegas, when I was at MGM, I was playing Fibonacci dozens. And I got to 19, right, on my bankroll. And I tell you, I was sweating bullets. We're almost like, you know what I'm saying? He's a pretty big bankroll in order to do it. I was sweating bullets. And then finally that third dozen hit on that 19 spin. I was like, thank God. Let me get all this, bro. And let me get the hell up out of here, right? So I play Fibonacci dozens. But it's a way that you can just, you have to have a shitty day to lose your bankroll. You know what I'm saying? So I play Fibonacci dozens a lot. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Fibonacci dozens, but there's also a new one called the Padavon corners. It's like Fibonacci dozens, but it's a little bit different. You're picking corners, but I like staying in my third 12. So I hit 5 double zeros in a row. Man, hey, bro, when you have a bad, so like, it was the last time, it was when I was there for the Benavidez fight, right? I was playing roulette, and I was up almost 50. I was like up $1,500. Like me, it's like me, like 3 other people there. A nice little lady. She was over here chilling, and we had a cool little dealer, right? So this guy comes into the table. He tossed like $3,000 onto the table at MGM, right? And so the lady, cashes, takes the money, and gives him his chips, right? So she is like $100 short, all right? Like $100 short. And he was like, you know what? F this. I'm not working with you, you stupid. Calling her like every bad word that you can think of, threw the chips back at her, like, cash me out, get me the fuck out of here. Then he calls over the man. So I'm like, hey, bro, chill out. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, it was an honest mistake. She didn't see the money. You toss out, thousands of dollars. She missed 100. She owes you 2 chips. Like, Joe, just relax, bro. And he started coming at me. So me being me, I kind of raised up a little bit and was like, hey, bro, I understand you mad or whatever you got going on, but just calm the hell down. So everyone at the table was like, yo, bro, get up out of here, chill. Like, you tripping. So the manager comes over, like, what's going on? Because they thought, I'm not. They're like, no, he's good. He's telling her. I'm like, chill out, right? So we had to deal with all this, deal with the managers, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, she was in the right. He tossed out a bunch of cash on the table. She just didn't see the extra 100 laying under here. Like, it's an honest mistake, and she gave him the chips, right? Bruh, he finally goes. We get the ladies settled down. Cool. Let's get back to business. I'm up 1,500. Bang, 0. Bang, double 0. Bang, 0. Bang. I'm like, dog, he messed up the entire vibe of the table, bro. And I ended up walking away with like $400, but I got clipped. I almost want to go fight dude after that, bro. He messed up the whole vibe. We was all at the table just vibing, making money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, so it's like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, but roulette's my game, man. So yeah, I play Fibonacci dozens. But then also, like when it comes to sports betting, I do some nerdy stuff too as well. All about bankroll management and being smart. And I always tell people, if you ain't got your 401k taken care of, if you ain't got like $10,000 in savings saved up, you know what I'm saying? If your kids ain't got no scholarship fund, you shouldn't be doing no parlays, no gambling, no nothing, no nada. This is just extra throwaway money. It's actually just Bitcoin that I had. That's just left over this account. I want to just doing dollar bets right now. So I want to make sure this shit works before I start putting big money on it. I just started yesterday. So, but as of right now, I am up $70. You know what I'm saying? $70. So I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I got me these new speakers, man. Got these new speakers in here. So this weekend, I told my wife, I'm gonna have me a Vegas party. I'm gonna come down here, chill, relax, turn my music up, play some roulette. You know what I'm saying? Vibe out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna vibe out down here in the studio, play some roulette, and have a good old time, man. Have a good old time and relax, man. I'm a homebody, y'all. I'm a homebody, and I really just being in my house. So I built everything in my house, from my bar to my man cave to my studio to my gym. Everything I got here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a homebody. My wife likes to try to get me out a little bit, but I like being down here. You know what I'm saying? So I even got, you can't see it back there, but I got like behind this, like those like some studio speakers, and I got turntables. So I use the DJ in clubs and stuff. So like sometimes, bro, I just come down here, so I can shut this room. It's a soundproof room, right? So it's soundproof. So I can just come down here, shut the door. I'll come here, crank the music up, DJ, you know what I'm saying? Spin records and all sorts of stuff and have a good time, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I built my home, man. Built my home as a homebody. So yeah, but then this weekend we're gonna gamble. We're gonna gamble a lot. So yeah, so but yeah, it's cameras everywhere, bro. It's cameras everywhere, and he just messed the whole vibe. But he was calling this lady like out of her name. Like it was horrible. Like, bro, you shouldn't even talk to people like that, especially like no woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you tripping. Live streams from DJ. I can't, bro, because they'll ban it. So during the pandemic, that's where I got the idea from. That's where I got the idea from. Is I went live on my Instagram and I was just like DJing for like all my people like on Facebook and Instagram or whatnot, and they took all that stuff down. But it was fun, you know what I'm saying? People requesting music. I was just sitting here playing, you know what I'm saying? But there has to be a place you can do it. I just don't know where. Like whether it's Twitch or something, there has to be a way. If not, I need to build it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? I had my phone live stream, was DJing. My mom was in it. You know what I'm saying? Like play this song. I was playing 19, playing records, and you know what I'm saying, just out here vibing. Yeah, when I see stuff like that, I was getting up and leaving the table, especially playing craps. Yeah, man, I should have dipped, you know what I'm saying? But she was hot before, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's just TikTok. So Charles, you can DJ on TikTok? I need to figure that out. So I might do it, you know. I'll do it sometimes, teach my daughter, I used to teach her how to DJ a little bit. She thought she wanted to DJ. So she has a little turntables over here, and whatnot, and we'll just play some music and kind of vibe out, man. Like someone said, like, being at home is just safer, you know what I'm saying? It's safer. I ain't gotta deal with nothing. If I want to make my own drinks, I got margarita machine and bottles of rock. Though I'm giving up drinking a lot, she's like, hey, I can be at home. So, and now I can gamble at home too. Now I can play roulette at home, bruh. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Get right, get left. We love you, Tuck. Keep grinding, Brody King. Appreciate you, dog, man. I love you guys, too, man. I just have fun talking to my people, man, enjoying and vibing out. Like I said, like you guys are probably not going to see me as active on social media as much, but you guys are going to see me here. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I could have said everything that I wanted to say right now on Twitter, and kind of been arguing with a bunch of randoms, a bunch of this and a bunch of that and a bunch of this and a bunch of that, right? Or I can just prop up with my phone, play some roulette, play some music if I want to, and just vibe out and talk to my people. And y'all can talk back to me, you know? So that's where I'm really at with it, man. It's just, I'm thankful for the opportunities that I'm getting. A lot of opportunities. I got some more draft kids coming on. I got Amari Kite. He played for Alabama. He played tackle for Alabama, won a championship with Nick Saban, transferred to UCF, so he'll be on the show Thursday. I got a few more, right? So, said my dad was a DJ too. I want my daddy's records, man. That'll be dope, man. That'll be dope. Yeah, Ron, it's too much negativity, right? And here's the thing about the negativity. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. Like, I don't gain anything from arguing with nobody on Twitter. If anything, you're getting a look off of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, like, why do I need to argue with somebody on Twitter for? No. We have sacrificed. Rome has sacrificed. DMV and Boston, list goes on and on. Man, Law Nation is literally sitting at the table with Dak Prescott. Law Nation, shut the law, is sitting at a table at a black tie event with Dak Prescott. What the hell does he need to argue about? What does he need to argue about? You know what I'm saying? Rome just hit 30,000 followers the old-fashioned way, not paying and buying them, the old-fashioned way. What does he need to argue about? What does he need to fight for? Right? I literally just got off a meeting with Dez Bryant and been doing so since October. What do I need to fight about? Vach is on the Dallas Cowboys draft show in a do-rag. What does he need to fight about? See what I'm saying? So it's like I'm at this situation, like, bro, we're accomplishing things. And here's what I tell up-and-coming content creators like my dog Angry. Do things in the right way, your opportunity will also come. There's no shortcut. I wish I could have shortcutted it. There's no shortcuts. Rome could have shortcutted it, but it wouldn't have been authentic. That 30,000 doesn't hit the same when you bought them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That 30,000 doesn't hit the same when you bought them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know what? We family. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Promotions. All right. So here on YouTube, you can do buy for views and pay for promotions, right? I only did it one time ever because when I found out about it, I didn't know if it worked or not. So I said, let me see. So here is the video on Tyron Smith, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Who is this? Right, some offensive lineman, right? Dallas Cowboys, offensive line, whatever, where audience growth. I paid $100 just to see if this shit worked, all right? I got 459,000 impressions. I got 3,000 views off of it, and I gained 350 subscribers, all right? There's only one listed because I only did it one time, y'all, and I felt fucking disgusting. I just wanted to see if it works. I did it one time, and I gained 350 subscribers. Now, if I wanted to come on here and pretend like I'm big bad YouTuber, no, we gonna talk, Rome. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna talk. If I wanted to come out here and pretend to be big bad YouTuber, and when did I run this? I don't even know when I did this. Let's see when this video was. This video, it was in 2023 when I did this. You know what I'm saying? It was back in 2023 when I did this, right? If I wanted to come out here and pretend to be big bad YouTuber, I could have been dumping money back into my YouTube account and would have took off with this channel. Because I didn't know about it. People are like, yo, they buying views. I'm like, you can't buy views. So how do you buy views? And someone's like, yo, Tuck, I guarantee you can buy views and subscribers on YouTube. I was like, how you do it? And they're like, go here, go here, go there, go there. And you see it. Oh, hold on. My bad. We back? Back. There we go. All right, check. All right, cool. Y'all see what I'm saying? My back. We back. I hit the mute button. So yeah. So I wanted to do things the authentic way. Rome, the authentic way. DMV, the authentic way. Vach, the authentic way. Like there's people who want to do things the authentic way because that's important to this community. I didn't want to cheat and pump this community full of steroids, y'all. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to pump this community full of steroids and give this facade that I'm doing something that I'm not really doing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I get the game, but you can lie to them. All right? You can lie to them. You can lie to the community. You can't lie to me. I got the same apps that everyone else got. You know what I'm saying? Don't you think it's odd that Vach has been like at 80,000 for like how many months, right? And he's still climbing. But it hasn't just took a massive leap. Vach should go from 80,000 to 100,000, get the plaque tomorrow if he wanted to. But every subscriber, every real person matters. Where when people come into the chat, I know who they are because I see you guys almost every video, right? Now you started seeing, I'm not saying I'm racist, but you saw like Hong Wong Lee and Wong Yeens and John and all these spam bots, y'all be like, all right, Tucked and bought some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I love when I recognize who I'm talking to. That's how you build real community. That's how you build family and connections. It's bigger than this Cowboys content stuff. It's bigger than ad revenue. It's bigger than what some of these people think that is really, you know what I'm saying, happening, bro. It's love. Like one of my biggest joys is when I pull up the Cowboys games and I see y'all, it's love. You can't duplicate that when you buy views. Han Wong Soo is not pulling up to AT&T Stadium to kick it with you and take shots with you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, I know y'all families. Y'all know my kids. Y'all done seen my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's a family of what we built. It's a family what Romans built with the cartel. It's a family what Law was built. It's a family what Boss is built. It's a family. And that's what people miss. I get it. We make this shit look luxurious as it is, but we did it a right way. You know what I'm saying? We did it a right way. And when you do it a right way, they can't take that from you. Law deserves to be at that table with Dak Prescott. He deserves it. That is our win. That is ours. I'm not going to. Why did Law get invited to the black tie event sitting next to Dak? Why wasn't I there? That should be me. That should be me. No, I text Law this morning. He just responded back. I can't go to it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, congrats. Congrats. That is my brother. That is a win. That is a fucking win for us, dog. Because I know the sacrifices that Law goes through. I know that Law had to go, or he didn't have to, but I know the sacrifice that Law made when he went to camp to give Cowboys that coverage right after when his mom was passing away. You know what I'm saying? Law was at camp in Oxnard giving Cowboys fans in-depth coverage while his mama was sick and passing away. He deserves to be at that table with Dak Prescott plus more. You see what I'm saying? He deserves that. Plus more. Plus 1,000% more, actually, if we keep it a buck. You see what I'm saying? So it's things like that people don't understand. They want to just get to the end spot. They don't understand the sacrifices and the frustrations I had to go through just to get the opportunity to bump into Dez Bryant at that draft. You know what I'm saying? There was days where I was just like, man, I don't know. And boss like, yo, Tuck, calm down. They're disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? I was getting disrespected as hell at the radio station, right? I was breaking down not only the Cowboys draft at the radio station, but also surgically doing the Chiefs coverage at the draft as well. That was the 2021, the one that went to Vegas, right? Right? Doing it for both teams, driving back and forth to the station for free, right? The radio station covered everybody at the station's travel but mine. Everybody else, hotel, flights, food, per diem, everybody's stuff was covered but mine. Hey, I felt some way about it. Like, damn, bro, that's a disrespect. I'm going to get, everybody gets covered but me. All right, cool. But luckily, I invested in myself. You know what? I got my own bag, got my own hotel, got my own flight, right? Paid for my own Ubers, got my own food, and still went out there and got all the coverage for the radio station at the draft. And there was nobody, no slight to anyone that could do it like I can do it. You see what I'm saying? But I invested in myself. And by me investing in myself, I accidentally bumped into Dez Bryant at the casino at Aria. Shook hands, talked to him for a few seconds, and the relationship's been established ever since. I am where I am today because I had the courage to invest in myself. But see, people don't see that part. You know what I'm saying? People don't see, they say, oh, Tuck is with Dez and he sees that this and that. Like, no, there was a ripple effect. I wasn't going to go to the draft. You can ask Boss Cowboy. He was like, bro, I know you pissed, bro. I know you pissed. I know you pissed, but it's an opportunity. I was like, bro, they disrespected me. Out of all this coverage and stuff I've been doing, the radio station is like 45 minutes away from my house. It's a completely different town. You see what I'm saying? Drove all the way back and forth for free. Whatever, right? Everybody else was covered. Not me. Didn't have it in the budget is what they told me. All right, cool, right? So, but by me staying solid, investing in myself, I still went, bumped into Dez Bryant on accident, had the courage to go shake his hand, introduce myself, and conduct myself like a business professional. He followed me instantly on Twitter, and we had a relationship ever since. And it's slowly been building since that draft in 2021 to what you see to unfold today. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell everybody out here, man. You can always take shortcuts. You could go to your YouTube. If you need 1,000 subscribers, just go buy this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? If you need 1,000 subscribers, $100 got me $350. So about $500 can get you 1,000 subscribers. It could be lit, right? But what you can't copy, what you can't recreate is coming down here, rain, sleet, or snow, going live, right? Having your audio cut out, researching, building your own graphics, upgrading your equipment, talking to thousands of Cowboys fans and watching film and editing the film and editing. You can't copy that. You can't go out there and buy that. You see what I'm saying? It's something my dog Lou. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and you can shortcut your way to 1,000 subscribers right now. Do it. I hope you shortcut your way to 50,000 subscribers. Salute to you. But you can't recreate a J Tuck. You can't recreate what I do. You can't recreate Rome. You can't recreate Luke. You can't recreate DMV. You can't recreate that. Those views mean nothing. The views mean nothing. My best videos don't even do the best views. You know what I'm saying? because my most intellectual, thought-provoking videos, they don't skyrocket. You know, if I wanted to, I would have did that. Here's how less I can really care about that. I haven't done an Ashton Genty film session. I haven't done a Cam Ward. I haven't done Shadir Sanders. I didn't even do the Travis Hunter that was cut. You see what I'm saying? But I'm doing, RJ Harvey, or you know what I'm saying, or players like that, or Deion Walker. You know what I'm saying? It's because I'm passionate about what I do, bro. And that's what you always got to carry with yourself. Stay passionate about what you do the right things, put God first, and stay sucker free. That's it. I don't gotta step on nobody to uplift myself. I ain't gotta say, hey, don't watch Lou's video on Quinshaw Jug Kids if you want to be right. Watch mine. No, go watch mine, then go watch Lou's and then form your own opinion. I don't have to suppress Lou to push myself up. I don't have to have this crabs in a bucket mentality. You don't need that, y'all. All you have to do is make sacrifices, be passionate about what you do, and go put in the work. And it will all sort out on its own. It might not be instant. It might not be instant. You know? This channel would have been a whole lot bigger, y'all. And I always tell y'all the story. The reason this channel is only at 18,000 is a lot my fault. Because when I first came into this as a content creator, a lot of the content that I did, whether it's with Knicks and Stargate, salute to them, or my guy Sid, all the content that I was doing, it was on others people's channels. I was on Sid's channel. I was doing live shows on Stargang, and I was also part of the Fantasy Football Network. So all of my content was going to everybody else. It wasn't until like 3 years ago, I said, hold on. And my brother's like, bro, start posting your shit on your shit. And I was just like, all right, bro. He's like, you're always on everybody else's, but you're never on your channel, right? So you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm 5 years in, I'm kind of like 3 years actually in on this channel because I wasn't focused on my channel. But when you first come into the game, you're just so excited that people want to work with you. You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a damn. Okay, shit, you want me on your show? I was doing 5-hour shows, 6-hour shows, 7-hour shows. Shit, we even did like a 16-hour show one night that wasn't even on my channel. I'm streaming for 16 hours talking draft, and it wasn't even on my own channel. You see what I'm saying? But you have to learn those things. But even by doing that, I'm extremely thankful because what I was doing, I was building callus and muscle memory. People like, we've been live for what, an hour and 30 minutes almost, right? And I'm honestly just getting warmed up. You see what I'm saying? So by doing those shows for hours that 4 people was watching, 5 people was watching, it wasn't about the viewership. It was about me building my skill set. That's what it was about. I was working on things. Every off season, I work on something. Every off season, I'm working on just like a game, bro. Like I'm going live tomorrow. I'm changing the layout for my channel. I'm changing the thumbnails. You know, I've been working with Gerald McCoy. Like he's getting me TV reads like Tuck. I'm giving you feedback. It's like you gotta look into the camera more, right? Look into the camera more. Make your points, right? You know, use your hands. Like he's working with me on my skill set. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be able to make the sacrifices to really put in the work, right? And it's just like, I get it. It looks attractive. And what's happening right now is that with anything, right? Money floods in and people say, well, shit, all I have to do is just talk about the Cowboys and the algorithm is going to put me somewhere and I can instantly become somebody, right? And yes, from a YouTube algorithm standpoint, you can. But see, what they don't understand is there's a difference between views, subscribers, and influence. You see what I'm saying? That is what you can't create influence. You can't buy influence. You can't shortcut influence, right? Even though I have 18,000 YouTube followers, right, or subscribers, whatever you want to call them, right? Why am I a threat that everyone wants to come after on Twitter and all these other websites? Because they see my influence. You see what I'm saying? They see my influence, and that's what scares people, not the number count. You know what I'm saying? That's not the number count. It's the influence where, hey, Tuck can say some shit, and a lot of people can start talking about it. And it can get loud. And it can get loud quick. You know what I'm saying? My most viral moment wasn't even me trying to go viral. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even me trying to go viral. It was just me saying something about Cam Newton and Brittany Rayner before I went to bed. I didn't at nobody. I didn't tag nobody. The next thing I knew, I was in articles with LeBron James, Steph Curry, Cam Newton, and Brittany Rayner going viral across every major network. So it's like, that's what you can't create. Like, that's what, but it comes from being authentic and also building a resume, you know? Which is better, Foots the King or Vosh Bar? They both my brothers. They both do incredible jobs. I'm never going to pin my brothers and sisters against each other. It's not a competition. What Foots does and Vosh does is completely separate. I'm not going to pin them versus each other and want a duel. Who's better, Law or Mark? Completely different. And that's what made us so unique. Everybody's show was different. Everybody's show was different. Yeah, so I love your film breakdown of Kobe Hudson, wide receiver, UCF Tuck. Much respect, bro, no doubt. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Kobe Hudson, perfect example. That Kobe Hudson video did me absolutely no good. Let's look at it. Kobe Hudson did, let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? It's past on. Let's see, where is he? Kobe Hudson did 725 views. 725 views. That's what Kobe Hudson did, right? Kobe Hudson did 725 views. But why did Jay Tuck do the Kobe Hudson film session? Because when I was at the combine, Kobe Hudson was off in a corner by himself, and nobody was wanting to interview this kid, and I do not understand why. I still don't understand why, right? That's why I was like, I gotta get this film out, bro. Kobe Hudson, because everyone had the big podiums, right? The big podiums. They had the big tall podiums that you saw like Tet and Hampton, all of that. They had those podiums, and then off to the side around the corner, you had to go around the corner. That's where Kobe Hudson was down on the side. So that's why I did Kobe Hudson's film. I didn't do Kobe Hudson's film for me because I wanted the views and the monetary value. I knew that wasn't going to do shit, right? But I wanted to put it out there. He's a dog. And trust me, Kobe Hudson's a dog. And looking at how pissed off he looks at the combine, he's going to turn up. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, that's how I really realized, y'all, it's just the work that we do, the passion, that's the superpower. It's the superpower, you know? There were so many people, like, when we were at the combine, I realized that is because Genty, right, his podium was full. Shador Sanders, his podium was full, right? You know, Tet, podium full. Here's Devin Neal over here, and I could have had a one-on-one interview with Devin Neal all by myself. RJ Harvey's over here. It was just me and the UCF guy. Drew Armstrong, which was one of the top receivers in the SEC over here out of Arkansas, there was nobody over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, that's your court, Tuck. That's your court. Everyone can hold with the big names, but these other players over here that people aren't paying attention to, that's going to turn up at the next level, and you see it, that's where it's at. That's where the work is really at. That's where the work really begins. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I was like, bro, like, why is nobody over here with Kobe Hudson? They had Kobe Hudson over there, Rock Taylor. There were some other people. Who else? There was somebody who had it was one of the corners. Who Who was it? I forgot. That was one of the corners. It was like Dorian Strong didn't have like there were so many people that are amazing prospects, bro. But people like, who is that? What time is Travis Hunter gonna be out here? You know, what time is Travis Hunter coming out here? He says, you know, like they want the big name, right? They want the big headline name. But Jacob Parrish out of Kansas State, man, you know, they want the main attraction. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, there's work to do. You know, and I feel like for a lot of us in this community, right, there's a void to fill. You know, my dog Lou, you know, Jack Nelson, the offensive lineman out of Wisconsin. Nobody's talking about him. Why? I don't know. Even my guy Jake Majors, like center wise, I don't know. Yeah, and people don't do the research, right? And that's where it comes down to. I would say not going to back to Tet, right? But it's like the passion and loving it, right? I love the draft, right? I love the draft. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love what I'm doing. This is the most fun I've ever had doing the draft because I've had these kids come on my channel now. And now my Instagram is flooded with tons of them, agents and all sorts of stuff, right? So I love this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what I notice is, especially being at the combine, is for some people, it's just a job to them, right? Which I understand. But it's like we were at the combine, and I told you guys this when I was there. When you're actually at the field, they separated the media section from the scouts. Like the media was over here, they had these rows split, mapped off, and then the scouts roll over here, right? So I'm sitting in the media section, and everyone is just like socializing, talking about, you know, where they're going for dinner tonight and what's going on. There's the Lil Wayne concert and this and that and this and that. And I should go eat here. And then, you know, of course, everyone's trying to holler and hook up. And I'm just like, bro, like the drills are going on. Why are the drills going on? And none of you have your notepads out, no laptops, no nothing. Everyone making dinner reservations, talking about the Lil Wayne concert. Like, oh yeah, well, this must be your first combine. Typically, people come to just network. I mean, okay, cool, I get that, but the drills are going on. So why are we networking now? Like, why can't we network after the drills? You know what I'm saying? Like, can't everybody was socializing. That's why I told you guys when I just stayed back at the on Radio Row, I was just watching on TV because I was in peace to be able to watch the drills. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not my dog boss. So there's a difference is for some people, this is just a job, right? And I'm not going to knock them for that, right? Just like we just have our jobs, we go do our job, check our boxes, and we move on. It is what it is, right? But for some of us, the Boss Cowboys, the DMVs, the Romes, you know, the list goes on and on. It is our passion. It's what we love to do. I was doing this before you guys even knew who I was. I just turned the camera on. You know, I love talking Cowboys content. I love talking football where you guys have seen me on Aruba at the beach with my wife and I'm live streaming and we're going over the offense. Because I love this. Like, I literally got a notebook. Like, this past weekend, my wife went to bed. She's like, what you going to do? I set up and just studied film. And it's like a different offense, like college, you know what I'm saying, college film, but like, you know, the wishbone and the wing tees and like just going the old school shit. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because I just love to do it. I love to study. I love to be a sponge. I love to talk to players who played the game. Like, I wish I could really get these for you guys, but I don't know how to do it. But when I get on the phone, bro, and I'll ask Dez a question. I'm going through a film. Let's say I'm watching Luther Burden. I ask a question, right? I'm like, yo, Dez, tell me what your thought process is on this. And to sit back and listen to Dez Bryant, like, go for, like, I mean, a football question to Dez, bro, it's like, he'll, like, just go. You know what I'm saying? And he'll sit there and just talk and talk and talk and learn and learn and learn and learn. And people don't understand how intellectual Dez was when it comes to the game of football. Because he's looking at every little detail. Like, case in point, right now, we all old as shit, right? So I just got off the phone with him, and we're talking because Des Bryant Jr. is now, you know what I'm saying, about to be in high school. He's getting offers and whatnot. But Des is like, no, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. You are not going to get these offers just because you are Des Bryant Jr. You're going to get these offers because you go out there and earn it. So Dez is now 4 a.m. game, and now Dez Bryant Jr. is 4 a.m. game, where Dez is getting him up in the morning at 4 a.m. and making him work on his craft. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking to Dez, you know what I'm saying? So it's like those types of things. So it's like to be able to have those types of conversations with these athletes, this is a moment of a lifetime opportunity for me. And I'm a nerd for it. To talk to Gerald McCoy, all pro, about what's really going on with the defensive tackles, and can you take a look at this with me? And, you know, like people who played the game at the highest freaking level. I'm a sponge. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I think people don't understand when you build our platforms, the type of resources that we have if utilized properly. I didn't build my platform to shit on all the Cowboys players. I didn't build this platform to shit on Micah's shoe color at the Mavericks game, right? I built this platform because I love Dallas Cowboys football, right? And I want to win. I'm sick of losing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really sick of losing, right? But see, you guys, you understand it because you're real fans. But if you're not a real fan, you don't understand the hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand the hurt. So people be like, oh, Tuck, you're being negative, because Tuck, I actually bled it. It's a difference between saying, damn, we lost to Green Bay, right? That game sucked. That was trash. We lost. It's a difference from going to the Green Bay game, sitting there throughout the entire game, and having to walk out of AT&T Stadium while you're getting styled on by all those Packers fans. It is not shit you can say. That lights a different fire, bro. That light, I'm saying, like, I mean, it sounds crazy. It's like, Tuck, you act like you played. I was damn, I mean, you guys saw the live stream. I was damn near in tears after that Green Bay game, bro. I was hurt. I was pissed. I was probably more pissed than some of the players. You know what I'm saying? That's why the very next day, what did we do? We got to film on Quinyon Mitchell. I was furious. You see what I'm saying? That hurt, bro. That hurt. The year before, y'all know, I was there in San Francisco to be at that stadium, see Tony Pollard go down, lose to the 49ers, right? All the 49ers in San Francisco, y'all, to get to where the Ubers are, you have to walk damn near 3 miles. It's ridiculous, right? So I'm walking from Levi Stadium trying to find the Ubers. Bang, bang, Niners gang. Bang, bang, Niners gang. Bang, bang, Niners. Bang, bang, Niners. You don't think that shit fired me up, bro? You don't think that shit pissed me off? Bang, bang, Niners gang. Cowboys. And I can't say shit about it. Hey, good game, y'all. Beat Philly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Good game. Beat Philly. Bang, bang, Niners gang. Cowboys suck. Bang, bang, Niners. Bang, bang. And I'm walking 3 miles in the freezing cold. But then people want me to come back on this live stream and say, oh, I think the front office is doing enough. Nah, no, they're not. They're not doing enough. I am not satisfied with Jonathan Mingo. Why are you saying you're not satisfied with Jonathan Mingo, Tuck? Because I was there in New Orleans around all those freaking Eagles fans. You know what I'm saying? I was there in New Orleans around all those Eagles fans, and I'm telling you right now, Jonathan Mingo is not enough. That's why I want more weapons. Right? Because I felt that. Like I told you guys, I had the opportunity to be in a suite with Dez and Ruben and all these celebrities. I woke up that morning and was like, nah, I'm going home. I switched my flights. I did not want to be in that stadium as the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I wasn't going to be around all that. I couldn't see it. I didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, I'm coming home to my boys, coming home to my family. You know what I'm saying? But that hurt, that experiences, that's what fuels me, y'all. That's why I'm able to do the content I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the why I'm able to go nonstop and blurt out some quarterback from Central Missouri that someone tossed in the chat because I am pissed, y'all. And so I think that's what people have to understand. If Boss brings up something or Law brings up something or Rome, this list goes on, we want to win, bro. I'm not saying we should draft a wide receiver in the first round because I just want to be right and that can fuck us up. No, I don't. I want to go draft a wide receiver and go get an offensive lineman and go get a running back and go get a defensive tackle. I'm not done after 12. I want to win. We want to win now. Oh, Tuck, you being negative. You should give Brian Schottenheimer a chance. I'm not saying I'm not giving Brian Schottenheimer a chance. I'm just saying I don't know an NFL head coach in his first year coaching that has taken his team to a Super Bowl victory. So just based off of that alone, I'm saying that feeling that I had this year, more than likely, I'm probably going to have it again this upcoming season as as a coach goes through another learning curve. That's what I'm mad about. That's what I'm mad about. If you had me to bet on who's going to get me closer to winning a championship in Super Bowl now, would it be Mike McCarthy with all these years of coaching experience, who's won a Super Bowl before, or a brand new head coach who's never coached before ever? I'm betting on Mike McCarthy, just simply. You see what I'm saying? Because of the experience. It's not that I'm hating on Brian Schottenheimer. It's that I'm sick of waiting, y'all. I'm sick of waiting. We literally just saw the damn Washington Commanders in the NFC Championship game with a rookie quarterback. And I'm supposed to wait 2-3 years to maybe, okay, now Brian Schottenheimer's gotten his guys in. Now he's gotten his culture in. Now, wait 3 more years. Y'all see these grades starting to poke through? Okay, no, bro. How many more years is it going to be? How many more years is it going to be? We're sitting back watching. I'm watching the Washington Commanders make moves or try. Even if you don't like Deebo Samuel or whatever, at least they're trying to do something. At least they're trying. At least they're trying to improve. Yeah, Commanders just made it to the NFC Championship. Get it right, Jerry. Yeah. When is the organization going to be as pissed off as the fan base? That's what I don't understand. It's like, why doesn't it hurt them as much as it hurts us? Why doesn't it hurt them? Because no matter what, that money gonna flow in. I guarantee my season tickets that I got I know they did, because I had to sell. In order for me to get out of my season tickets, I had to sell my contract to another buyer. And there was multiple buyers sitting on the other side waiting to take on my contract, ready to take on my bad deal. I had to pay $3,500 to get out of my contract to being a Dallas Cowboys season ticket holder. Just for someone else to take it. It's like you're selling a house damn near, and you got to give someone and cover their closing costs too. I had to take an L just to get out of the deal. That's why they don't hurt like we hurt. They don't care. If Jay Tuck says he's done watching the Cowboys games, if Jones says he's done, Robert says he's done watching the Cowboys games, don't matter. Somebody else will come and watch them. Money keeps flowing in. Business is good. But for the people who really care about winning, who care about football, it's unfortunate what we have to deal with, y'all. It's very unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate. It's damn near embarrassing. Being a Cowboys fan used to be like, oh, Cowboys suck, Cowboys trash, Cowboys this, Cowboys that. And we still get that online, right? But now when I get trolling for Cowboys fans, it's just like, man, I feel sorry for y'all Cowboys fans. You know what I'm saying? I get some people like, man, you a Cowboys fan? Because the other day, right, we went to the soccer game, and my son, he had on his Cowboys shirt when he was walking through the mall, right? He has his Cowboys shirt on. If people say, you a Cowboys fan? He was like, I mean, yeah, I am, but it's more about my dad and whatnot. He's like, man, I feel sorry for you guys, man. I don't know what you guys are doing anymore. It's not going to change until you get rid of that owner. You guys should be embarrassed. It's just like, damn, bro, I really just said the Cowboys suck. You know what I'm saying? Let me kind of just move on. It's like, that's the comment. You starting to feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you just call me trash or something like that, bro. It's just like, damn, bro. You a Cowboys fan? How long you been a Cowboys fan? All my life? Man, that's unfortunate, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know, man. I think you guys are going to get better, maybe. You know, as soon as Jerry's gone, maybe. Looks like to me, you guys just don't care about winning. Like, these are just, but they'll say, but, we're excited to see the Chiefs go to air or to AT&T Stadium. We're going to be at that game. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Of course you are. Right? Like, we get pity hate nowadays, bro. Don't talk to me like I'm the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me like I'm the Panthers or somebody. It's just like, hey, man. It's just crazy because it's like, I don't get it, y'all. I really don't get it. And it's best fan base in the world. And we have to hope for little stuff. And don't get me wrong. I like Dante Fowler, but we had to dress for us. Dante Fowler's that's the free agency acquisition of the summer for us, right? We got to go hype up Jack Sanborn to hopefully be something because that's what we're accustomed to. We gonna gas it up. You know what I'm saying? We are going to gas it up. You know what I'm saying? We got to be excited for a Jack Sanborn, a Kenneth Murray, a Javonte Williams. We got Miles Sanders too. We gotta we gotta gas it up. Meanwhile, Debo goes here and goes here and getting Saquon and getting this and getting this. We have to make film sessions on Peyton Turner, hopefully that we can hit something. Meanwhile, they're getting Saquon Barkley's and Derrick Henry's and all sorts of stuff. Well, if you look back in the 2017 draft, he was actually a first-round pick. And coming out of Florida in the first round, he was highly talented. That's what we, the biggest, best, largest, do it big, the brightest lights fan base on the planet have to deal with. These soccer franchises, Liverpool, right? These others, you know what I'm saying? Man United, they don't have to deal with this shit. They don't have to deal with budget beast free agencies. The Yankees, they ain't got to deal with no budget beast free agencies. Alabama ain't got to deal with no 2-star recruits. But for us, gas it up. We gotta just hope, close our eyes and hope that Jack Sanborn is Brian Urlacher. I saw someone literally say on Twitter, bro, when it comes to Kyer Elam, well, he was kind of highly rated on Madden, so maybe there's something there. I want to give him a chance. He was an 81 on Madden, so there might be something there. So I just want to give him a chance. All of our free agencies, it's just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. Coaching staff, just give it a chance. Everybody's give it a chance, right? Just give it a chance. That's all that we have to say to our fan base. Nobody can sell me that Jack Sanborn's going to have instant impact. Nobody can sell me that Miles Sanders is going to have instant impact. Nobody can sell me on Jonathan Mingo, who's never scored an NFL touchdown, is going to have an instant impact. All we can say as Cowboys fans, just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Sure, let's just try it, bro. America's team is going into the offseason saying, let's give it a chance. I don't know, bro. I mean, let's hope for the best. Just think positive. Hope for the best. Now, of course, if I'm going to play LeBron one-on-one, more than likely you guys would probably pick LeBron, rightfully so, right? But it could be, well, I don't know. Tuck works out in the morning. Just give him a chance. Just give him a chance. You never know what could happen. Maybe Tuck could beat LeBron. Maybe it could just be his day, right? We are going into the season, like you said, hope season, Rome. It's just hope. It's just hope. Yeah, there's a difference between being positive as I can be, but not give a fan base false hope. And that's the problem, right? And I feel like our responsibility as content creators, and I said this for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. I am not doing the Joneses dirty work for them. I'm not. I am not. I am not. No, 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 sir. I am not doing your dirty work for you. And what is the dirty work, right? What is the dirty work that we can do as content creators? Is that they go get us Kyer Elam, right? And we know, all right, Kyer Elam, he's good, but he's kind of just Andrew Boothish in a taller frame, right? But Tuck, you got influence. You got a YouTube channel. Why don't you go out and tell the fan base this was an amazing trade? They'll believe you, Tuck. Go ahead and do my work for me. And then I hop on my computer. Hey, Kyer Elam might be the steal of the offseason, right? And I get 30,000, 50,000, 70,000, 80,000 Cowboys fans to buy in. And Jerry says, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Hey, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Now, I'm not going to compare him fully to Booth, but he has Boothish traits. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched them both. Yeah. And just like I said, boss, they doing the Joneses dirty work for them. Easily. 2,000 Cowboys fans. And when you're going through a hope season, like Rome has said, what do? You go find who's selling you the hope. You go find whoever tells you whatever you want to hear. And you just buy that. No evidence. Just blind faith. No film. No nothing. Just shit. The Cowboys got the gem of the offseason, bro. Oh, no. Jonathan Mingo was a hell of a steal. How so, Tuck? Just because I said so, bro. Just because I said so. But Tucky's never scored a touchdown in his NFL career. I know, but all of his quarterbacks have been trash. From Bryce Young to Andy Dalton to Cooper Rush to Trey Lance. All of them have been trash. But I've seen Noah Brown get busy with Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Andy Dalton get busy with some, you know what I'm saying? But hey, if you like it, I love it. So sell us the hope, Tuck. I can't sell you guys the hope. I'm too honest. I'm too honest. You guys will know when I'm lying. Yeah, Mingo with Dak, the jury is out, right? But here's the thing, what I'm saying. We could say that for every player on the roster. We can say that with every player on the roster. We can say, hey, I want to see what Tyler Guyton looks like with a full season with Dak as quarterback versus Cooper Rush, right? Or I want to see, Jalen Tolbert with the full season as wide receiver 2 with Dak Prescott, right? Or I want to see Mozzie Smith with the full season under Eberflus. Like, we could play that game all day long, right? But is there any concrete evidence to go off of? There isn't. Just hope. What round grade do you have Dylan Sampson, and would you prefer him over Giddens from K-State? I have Sampson over Giddens. I think I'm going to have him probably around 4th or 5th for Sampson. Tuck scouts the entire NFL. He expects more, as he should. I mean, I know. I think that's the problem. Is, and Boss will tell you this, and a lot of people tell you this. The problem that happens when you start doing what we do as content creators, you start knowing too much, right? You start knowing a little too much, right? And I think that kind of takes that away because you're like, no, that didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes zero sense. You can't lie. You know what I'm saying? You can't lie to me. So who was it? who was it? Who was it when what I'm saying? Like, it's just like these certain things the Cowboys. And I'm actually gonna do a fun video, right? I'm gonna do a J Tuck versus Will McClay video. I might do that tomorrow or maybe sometime this week, where I'm gonna take my final draft classes or final draft picks for the Cowboys on like the day before the draft, on the last two drafts, and I'm comparing that to what actually Will McClay got, and let y'all compare and contrast and see where it smoked it. So yeah. And I think Travis will play both sides. I think he's going to play predominantly corner and wide receiver sparingly. Facts. Only thing in my sports dooms, my Dodgers and baseball and Clemson Tigers, college basketball and Duke college basketball, big time Cowboys not doing a damn thing for me now. Yeah. And see, I get and see that's the thing is like when you cover it so heavily, like we do, we just know too much. Like, so like even with the Mavericks, right? Even though I'm a Mavericks fan, well, might be a free agent after the Lucas shit, but even though I'm a Mavericks fan, I don't know every little detail about the Mavericks, right? I don't. So I lean on other people. Like, I'm just like you guys when it comes to the Mavericks, right? I'm the Mavericks fan, but my guy Kevin, like, I don't watch Mavericks film. I don't know their offense and different schemes that they run, their philosophies, and also how much they have in cap space. Like, I don't know. I just watch the games, right? And cheer for my Mavericks, right? So it's like sometimes you kind of get a piece of doing that, right? But it's just like I always tell people, it's like if you work at a slaughterhouse, like when I was in college, there's a place called Tyson's Meat, right? Tyson's Meat was called IBP back in the day. It's like a slaughterhouse. And that's where everybody used to go get the little job in the summer. And I remember I went and applied for a job. I didn't want to work in the slaughterhouse. I told them I don't want to work in the slaughterhouse. And that was it, right? So at first they were going to put me in the freezer. And it was like cold as shit. We had to go in the freezer and pack up all this meat and stuff, right? 3 days later, guess where they put me? In the goddamn slaughterhouse, right? So when I was in the slaughterhouse, you would see like all these cattle come through, right? And they kind of be on these little chain things. It's kind of just, it's gross as shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still meat, right? Put the hey Charles, he worked at IBP, so yeah, so you know about the slaughterhouse, bro. They put them on these chains and shit, and they just and just like it's the slaughterhouse, right? And so when you sit there in a slaughterhouse and you sit there and see how the steak is really made, it makes it kind of hard to even want to eat steak, even though I love steak, right? But when you're seeing it, you're smelling it, you're seeing the cow get slit and, you know what I'm saying, all sorts of shit. A steak doesn't just jump off like, oh, I want to go get for a steak right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't come to mind, right? It's the same thing as like doing Cowboys content and getting close to the team. It's like we see how the steak is made, and it's kind of just like, ugh, gross. Ugh, cover my nose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ugh, gross. Micah smear campaign. That shit stinks. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. You know? It's just like, ugh, you see, ugh, gross, you know? But some people, they don't know. All they see is a steak, a big-ass T-bone. They love it. They eat it up, right? But I'm sitting there, bro, if you would have saw how that steak was made and the throats that was slit and the cow screaming and jumping and kicking and, you know what I'm saying, all sorts of stuff, you probably would not eat that steak. So I get it, right? I get the Cowboys fans who want to be hopeful, want to be optimistic, right? Enjoy that. That's your gift, right? You lose that when you kind of do what we do. But I know how some of the steak is made. I know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm not just acting like I'm an insider, right? But I get a lot of phone calls from people. I talk to different players, coaches, everything, right? So a lot of stuff I say in the loop for, it's just peel, gross. Ugh, how could you eat that? You know, that's where it's at. And Charles will tell you, when you work at IBP and you see how them steaks is made in that slaughterhouse in Tyson's Food, it kind of makes you a little sick to your stomach, you know? So I think that's where, you know, some people are, where it's just like, you don't want to just mark everybody as negativity and just circle everybody, who says what you want to hear as the proper content. That's how you get change, right? Sometimes you have to have tough conversations in order to get change. People have to say some shit that you might not like. And you should want those people, not just with Cowboys content, but you should want those people in your circle. I have a best friend. His name is Marcus Coleman. That's my dog, right? And we keep each other honest. You know what I'm saying? That's my best friend since like 4th grade. We keep each other honest. Like, case in point, he's starting a YouTube channel where he's doing a whole bunch of like financial literacy and like investing stuff, right? He's trying to get his YouTube channel off the ground, right? He sees what I've been doing, right? And so he hit me the other day about, how to do like OBS or something he was asking me about. And I told him straight up, bro, there's no need of you downloading OBS because you're not committed enough to even growing your channel in the first place. I was like, you're not serious about this shit. So I was like, you shouldn't even download OBS. Like, you shouldn't even waste your time, bro. You're not serious about it. Like, what do you mean? When was the last video it dropped? He's like, oh, I dropped one on January 5th, something like that, for the new year. Yeah, you're not serious enough to be on YouTube, bro. Just scrap it. Don't even download OBS. Don't get the file because you're not committed enough to it in the first fucking place. So it's just a waste of time, right? Tough conversation. Tough conversation with my best friends. What I told him is, if you want me to teach you about OBS for the next 2 weeks, I need to see you post a video daily about whatever. It ain't got to be 10 minutes. It could be 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever, right? But until you can show that you really committed to this shit, don't waste our time of me trying to explain you how to use OBS when you can't even post a video from your phone. All right? That's a tough conversation to have with your friend. Now, some people would hear that and say, Tuck, you're being negative. Tuck, just hope, right? Tuck, just hope. Nah, that's a tough conversation, but it's to light the fire, say, if you're going to do this, let's do it for real, bro. You drag it. Just like we used to do in the football field. You play sports and someone ain't carrying their weight or not. Hey, get your shit in order, bro. Nah, get that weight up. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, Lou, I should have told him, hey, you can just buy subscribers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. I know how much you make, bro. Matter of fact, you don't need to do OBS. Just go and put $500 on your YouTube channel and buy the subscribers, and then you're good. Nah. But I'm like, yeah, bro. So until you can commit to do what it takes to win, there's no need of doing all this research and all these analytics and all this extra, bro, until you show yourself that you're committed to doing this. Man, I guess got busy. So you think I got busy? You don't think Rome got busy? You don't think Lou's trying to become a damn doctor? You don't think we ain't busy? You don't think we ain't busy, bro? You don't think we got shit going on too? But we make time. We make time to do what we're passionate about. So I don't want to hear no excuses about your schedule, about your wife, and this and that, because all of us have them. I think pretty much like 97% of us content creators all have kids. So I don't care that you have kids, and that's why you can't drop videos. We all have them. We all have these things. So are you really committed? But going back to what I was saying, that's a tough conversation, but it was to spark my best friend into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And tell him, until you really commit to this, don't waste my time having me explain you this whole software where you can't even get step 1 done, which is just propping up your cell phone and going live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's when it comes to the Cowboys. It's not that people are being negative. Shoot to my dog, bro. What's going on with you, dog? Definitely check out Attitude Era Sports, man. I know he's all for Tyler Warren at 12. But yeah, until you can fully commit to it, yeah. Because it looks fun. It's like, yo, I'm going to turn on my phone and go live and talk this and talk that, and thousands of followers are going to come in. That's not going to be the case. There's going to be a lot of instances where you're going live and you're talking to 2 people, 3 people, 1 person, 4 people. Drop a video you thought was fire. You spent 2 hours editing. It's going to get 25 views, right? But are you going to continue to progress through that? That's where the strong survive. You know what I'm saying? That's where the strong survive. So a lot of people get into this because it looks fun, it's exciting, you know. But are you really going to commit and do what it takes the right way to ultimately get to the top? That's a question to get answered for yourself. So speaking of which, I don't know the day yet. Maybe Thursday. No, we got Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know the day yet. But we'll probably do it this week or next week because I have a bunch of kids and also just people in general who reach out to me and they either want to get into new media, as we call it, even though I think new media is dead. I think it's dead. But you can revive it, but it's dead. You know what I'm saying? New media or old media, people want to know like how to get on the radio or how to get on TV or different things like that, or how to, package yourself properly for sponsorships and all that type of shit, right? So I am going to host a free, now most people would charge y'all ass for this shit, but I'm going to give it to you for free. It's just a free like webinar where I send everybody a Zoom link. I'm going to let kids from colleges, everyone just jump on, ask questions about creating content or media or journalism and all sorts of stuff, right? And I'm going to just give you what I know, right? Because there's a lot of quality people. So to my guy, Kobe, met him at the draft or combine. He's from actually Syracuse. And so I sat down and chalked it up for him for a minute and gave him a bunch of game just from my perspective, right? Because I've seen it from both sides of the fence. Now, I will tell you guys, spoiler alert, traditional media, it's the easiest route if you get in, right? If you can just get on a radio station and just do that shit, you're good. You see what I'm saying? Or just get on so-and-so.com or write and write for so-and-so.com, right? The independent way, the way that I do it, the way that Boss does it, Ray Roan, DMV does it, it's hard as hell. It's a lot of sacrifice, time, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, right? But there's nothing better than it, to be honest with you. So it's two different approaches. So people ask me, like, if you had the chance, like people say, like, Tuck, why don't you just work for so-and-so.com? Typically they say the Dallas Cowboys, right? I don't think I would be where I am today if I just started my job with the Dallas Cowboys. Though it would have looked more luxurious that I'm working for the Dallas Cowboys, I'm on DallasCowboys.com or whatnot, it wouldn't have felt the same, right? It feels different that I kind of get the same respect. Not saying I'm better than anybody or whatever, but I get looked in that same light and I built it brick by brick on my own. So I personally enjoy it that way, right? But if you're a kid coming fresh out of college or whatnot and doing this and doing that and, you graduate with a journalism degree, shit, apply for jobs at the job until you get an internship or whatever and get your foot in the door and go that way, right? So I think I'm going to do something maybe just next week. I'll probably say that for next week where I can do that, just talk to people. And I think that I might bring on some other journalists to kind of come in, kind of talk them through that path, right? Kind of share that game to help the next generation out. So yeah. So a lot of people don't know I have a journalism degree, right? I was a writer in college. I graduated my journalism degree, also business marketing as well. So I have 2 degrees. So, even though I was telling you I was in study hall, eventually I got my shit together. And I was due to Mama Tuck because I got put on academic probation. And when I stopped playing football, I got put on academic probation. So I get kicked out of school. And even though I was a college student, Mama Tuck pulled up to the school, pulled up to the academic probation meeting, and was like, it ain't going to be that. It's not going to be that. No, sir. No, sir. So she pulled up to the academic probation meeting. And yeah, I got my shit together, right? And so I graduated with 2 degrees, journalism and business marketing, after I got my shit on track. So yeah, so I do have a journalism degree. But when I came out of college, a lot of people were saying, like, you don't have experience. You don't have experience. I'm like, well, coming out of college, you typically don't have experience. Besides, I was writing for the college newspaper. So that should be my experience, but whatever, right? So never really got an opportunity for that or even marketing. And the rest of kind of history kind of bounced around job to job, whatever, right? So, if you can get into it traditionally, do it the traditional route. It's a lot easier, a lot more comfortable. But the thing is, more than likely, if you go the traditional route, you're going to have to come over here anyways, right? You're going to come over here anyways. You'll see a lot of people try to start YouTube channels or start podcasts. They're all flooding in over here. Now, it's easier to carry a .com name or a radio name to YouTube because people just like flock to you, right? They'll be like, oh, you so-and-so for so-and-so.com. So when you come to your YouTube channel, those kind of flock to you that way, right? Versus building it independently and then crossing over to the other side of the bridge, right? But as you guys see, one of us did it. You know what I'm saying? One of us have done it. And you guys can do it too. It's not impossible. It's a lot of work. All the credentials you see, you know what I'm saying? So people say, oh, Tuck thinks he's bigger than what he really is, right? So it's not easy by any means, but I just want to show you guys that it is possible to go out there, put in your grind, best foot forward, make sacrifices, build your own brand, build your own name, and respect in the community. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We went for a long time, but I didn't do anything on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to go live with y'all real quick. We're going to go live studio format tomorrow, so probably around 7 or so. I'm getting in shape for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am going to try to get the best shape I've ever been in life. One, like I said, me and my wife are going to Cabo. We're supposed to go to Spain, but she switched to Cabo, so we're going to Cabo. And I looked at the resort that we're staying at. And yes, I am married. I am happily married, and I love my beautiful wife, and it will be our anniversary. But where we're going, yeah. Where we're going, where we're staying at, I saw some videos. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, you already know what I'm talking about. So, I'm going shredded. I am going shredded to the bone. So I'm on my chicken breast and broccoli. I'm about to go eat my other meal and broccoli right now. Like, I am about to get shredded for Cabo. And also, there's a possibility that Canelo and Terrence Crawford could be fighting in Vegas in September. And me and my dog DMV already talked. That happens. It's going down again. So I'm getting shredded to the bone. So Cabo Tuck is low, which is funny, right? My original name on Twitter was the Cabo Cowboy. Like, that was my first name, so I switched it back to J Tuck, right? So I was the Cabo Cowboy. So we bringing the Cabo Cowboy back this summer. And yeah, it's time to lock in, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on the likes, turn on the comments, share the content out there. We got some film going down. Like I said, I got some kids coming for an interview this week. Amir Kite, he's out of UCF, so he played with RJ Harvey, Kobe Hudson, but he also played at the University of Alabama at right tackle and left tackle. So a good kid, very good film, has some upside potential. Kind of reminds me, talking to DMV about this, reminds me of Terrence Steele. He has some Terrence Steele-ish like traits in him. So, you know, probably be a day 3 guy, but he definitely has some upside potential that I think scouts are going to be excited about. So going to bring him on the show for an interview. Got some more kids coming on for interviews. And yeah, so like the content, bro. We appreciate you guys following on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Once again, not going to be as active on Twitter. So if you comment or talk to me and I don't respond, I'm not curving you. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just focusing on here. So we talked for a whole 2 hours. So for people to say, yo, Tuck ain't answer my question on Twitter, then where was he, bro? We talked for 2 hours. So we'll be doing this a lot more often. So we appreciate the content. CFO gang in the building. And everyone stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace.